Hello and welcome to another edition of the Netweather TV weekend and even into next week outlook. I'm sorry I'm a bit late this week. If you've been sitting there biting your nails waiting to see me, it's because I've just this second got back from Geneva and I was there attending a World Climate Conference, one of the many going on in preparation for the biggie, which is in December in Copenhagen. And I must say I came away very pessimistic indeed, because it does look as if things are getting worse and worse quite rapidly. There were people there talking about a 5 degree Celsius rise in temperature by the end of the century, and all the sort of serious ramifications that go with that. And obviously things are happening far quicker than was earlier thought. Now my plane was delayed because I flew through a line squall, cold front, that was with the large area of low pressure that affected the British Isles. And indeed that's still around at the moment. It'll move slowly into Scandinavia. Let's have a look at the jet stream though. That's going to be the important feature in the next few days and into next week, because very gradually, as time goes on, that jet stream, still a very strong one at that, moves slowly and slowly north. And once it heads away northwards, away from the British Isles, that's going to allow an area of high pressure to form across the south, and eventually that too will affect the whole country, giving us at long last a spell of fine and settled weather. Looking at the thickness charts too, we start off with some greens around and across the country, coolish weather, and of course it's windy with it. But very gradually, as you can see, the green moves away, and slowly but surely pinky colours, even some redder colours, edge up from the south. So we are going to see, at least in central and southern parts, into next week, some quite respectable temperatures. Then we have the pressure and rain, and there's going to be a lot of rain around to begin with. Again, it's going to be affecting mostly those northwestern parts of the country. I'm thinking of western Scotland, Northern Ireland and Cumbria, where there could be some heavy rain and further flooding problems. And as you see, lots of isobars around to begin with as well, so quite windy weather. But then there too, you can see as time goes on, the areas of low pressure head further and further northwards, eventually moving up towards Iceland, allowing at long last high pressure to form across the British Isles and give us that settled weather. So the individual forecast, as far as Friday is concerned, it's going to be a windy day, I think, just about everywhere. Not as windy as it was on Thursday, excuse me, and there'll be showers around as well. Don't think there'll be all that many showers in the south, especially in the southeast, but there could well be some longer spells of rain across a good part of Scotland, as well as into eastern England, right the way down probably to East Anglia. And those showers, longer spells of rain even, slowly dying away in the second half of the day, but just leaving a few running into western coast during the night. It will be rather cool. I think the best temperatures 16 to 17 degrees or so, perhaps touching 19 in the southeast of England. On Saturday, it's a familiar story of yet another band of rain spreading across Scotland, Northern Ireland and Cumbria, and indeed some of that rain could be quite heavy. Much of the rest of the country starts off fine and dry and fairly chilly too, but it will cloud over probably from the west as the day wears on. Best of any sunshine left in the southeast of England. Best temperatures there up to 21 degrees or so, only 17 to 19 degrees in other parts of the country. On Sunday, again, after a reasonable start, it turns wet and windy once again across Scotland, Northern Ireland, and later on western parts of England and Wales. And some of that rain again heavy, so do watch out. Could be some problems from flash flooding and local flooding even, especially I think the Lake District and the southwest of Scotland, where it has been of course so wet recently. Again, not particularly good temperatures, 17 to 19 degrees in most places, but a pleasant 21 degrees in the southeast, where you stand the best chance probably of staying fine and dry and reasonably sunny with it. On Monday, that rain that's going to be affecting Scotland and the north on Sunday through Sunday night moves on southwards, spreading across all parts of the country, or remaining parts of the country, that's the south. Then it grinds to a halt, and then it moves back north again to affect again those western areas. That's the west of Wales, the northwest of England, western Scotland and Northern Ireland. But then hopefully that's the end of it. That's the last of the weather systems for a while. Fairly warm in southeast on Monday, I think up to 23 degrees, not quite so warm in other areas. But then as we head into the middle of the week, although there might be a bit of rain in the northwest to begin with on Tuesday, it does look as if the weather at long last settling down under high pressure, dry, warm, fair bit of sunshine, maybe a bit of mist and murk and drizzle around some of the western coasts and hills. Two events I'd like to mention for you this week. First of all, the affair at Morton in the Marsh. Last year, you may remember, it was completely cancelled. It was a washout. This year they should fare better. They may well have some cloudy spells and perhaps a spot or two of rain, but by and large it should be fine, and I don't think there's going to be any problem like they had before. On the other hand, Blackpool with the illuminations, not good at all. Just about in the wrong part of the country. In fact, the part of the country where it's likely to get some windy weather, some cloudy weather, some cool weather, and some rain from time to time as well. Well, that's all from me for the time being. I think I'll go and get my head down now after that long journey. Anyway, there shouldn't be any problems next week. I hope to see you then. And between now and then, have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye for now.